maily, všechny mobily a tak, pohodička.
Are you all right, Anne? I didn't mean to intrude.
15letý student s dredama přece musí vidět na to. To je pravda, Libo. To je pravda.
And I'm all right. The pain from this curse comes in bouts and often suddenly.
No jak tak třeba čekáš miminko?
It's nice to meet you, by the way. You must be the new fifth year
Tohle byli poslíčci.
I am. Sebastian and I met during a rather lively duel in defense against the dark arts.
Oh dear, Professor Hecat. She's a powerful witch. And she knows how to keep students like my brother and me in line. I do miss Hogwarts, but I wouldn't mind being in Feldcroft really if it wasn't so dreary now. Between the goblins at the castle and my uncle fighting with Sebastian whenever he's home, it's not the cozy retreat it once was.
Sebastian mentioned something about your uncle being an ex-Aura, but refusing to go after Ranrock's loyalists.
Dobrý fór, ale už bych se tam nepouštěl tím směrem, jo, já tyhle fóry moc
Uncle Solomon is frustrated.
Máš na to dobrý nick, beru, ale...
to me, and by Sebastian for thinking he can fix it. They both mean well, I know they do, but my uncle is right. This curse cannot be undone.
Všimněte si, jak modrý roste i z uší. Magic.
Sebastian
Ne, to máš i chlupy na uších, akorát je musíš jako hodně holit a pak ti z toho vyrostou. To hrozně těžký to udělat in maxi, ale jako by jde to. Fakt.
I'm afraid it's really up to Sebastian, and his mind seems to be made up.
I can only hope he realizes the futility of his search for a cure soon. I'm getting tired. I should probably rest. Thank you for stopping by. I wish you well.
I ought to see how Sebastian's faring.
Já bych věděl, jak to jako vyřešit, jakoby jedno... A bylo by.
Why will he not listen to me? She's my sister.
How are you doing, Sebastian?
You got a first-hand glance at what I'm dealing with. I apologize for my uncle.
Musím zkusit přítelkyně z ocení. Je to taková dredařská fintička, no.
I'll admit, I wasn't expecting him to be so angry.
He's always angry. He's been angry since my parents died. After Anne was hurt, he only grew worse. It's as though he blames me somehow.
Pojďme do nekromancie, to dáme.
Son, as if that's an insult. I'm the one trying to help her. He's simply given up.
Both Anne and your uncle seem genuinely convinced that nothing more can be done for her.
I refuse to believe that. Anne's pain is more than physical. It has changed her entirely. I miss my sister. And I'm going to get her back. Come with me. I need to show you where it happened. Ranrock's loyalists are capable of so much more than people realize. They should not be underestimated.
Okay.
All the debris you'll see is from whatever's going on at that abandoned estate. They've been digging for something.
Uh-huh.
Up there, on that plateau, is where they cursed Anne. This way.
A nemáme košťata, ty vole, jakoby proč to... No dobře, no. Chápu, aby... Healthy lifestyle.
How much longer are we expected to dig through this rubble? Ranrock knows what he's doing. It's an honor to be a part of it. Dead wizard in my book.
Expelliarmus! Confringo!
Easy. Easy. Disarmujeme Steel a Loyalist Stranger s Crossbow Bolt. To mám udělat jak, tyjo? Steel. Jakoby... Jako takhle? To asi ne.
I didn't touch your helm, but thank you for making me the first object of your suspicions. How nice of you to stop by.
Expelliarmus! Confringo!
Seems your eyes.
Protego! Levioso! Expelliarmus! Confringo!
No! I will make you pay. I won't rest until
Confringo! Levioso! Expelliarmus! Confringo!
Další stat akce. A moc se to nepodařilo zase úplně, no. Wow.
Confringo! Accio! Expelliarmus! Protego! Levioso!
No ne.
Rather unwise coming back in. I'm arrogance.
Incendio! Confringo!
No! Don't try again, I beg you! I can do this for hours!
Incendio!
Impressed?
Jo, nech tady vícero.
Incendio! Confringo! Expelliarmus! Accio!
I've been fighting since before you were born.
Levioso! Confringo!
Tam by měl hořet, ne?
Expelliarmus! Levioso! Confringo! Accio! Levioso! A miss!
I confess, that was a bit more than I'd bargained for. I tried to...
Revelio!
OK. Zase pořád běží reklama na mluvící hračku Dobyho. Potřebuji dítě, abych měl záminku si teda mu to koupit. Jo, děti jsou na tohleto hrozně dobrý. Když si koupíš třeba Lego k Vánocům, že jo, a tak, pak se stekáš. Nebo jsi třeba i rád, to podle míry sobeckosti. Že to děcko vlastně nezajímá. Pak jsou taky dobrý děti, že se můžeš, a to jakoby, to ví každý rodič, je to velká pecka. Můžeš se vymlouvat, když nemáš čas, teda můžeš se vymlouvat, že nemáš čas, když něco nezajímá, prostě, že prostě někdo tě někam zve, to prostě vůbec tě to nezajímá, tak prostě řekne, že nestíháš, protože děcka. A nikdo nemůže říct ani a nic mluvícího nechceš, no, doma. Teda pokud nemáš děti, tak vlastně můžeš to mít, no, ale s dětma nechceš mít nic. Ano.
Those loyalists deserved what they got.
Couldn't agree more. This is where it happened. We smelled smoke in the middle of the night. When we looked outside, flames were shooting from the estate. Before my uncle and I could stop her, Anne rushed out, racing towards the fire, worried someone had been hurt. She came face to face with a horde of goblins, frantically trying to stamp out the flames. Suddenly, an icy voice drifted out from somewhere in the smoke. Children should be seen and not heard. A blinding blast followed. They didn't even give her a chance to run.
Jak se usmívá, ne? Ten moje postava, to je zmrt. Tady jsem objevil rozšiřování osvětlovače sady... Co? Jsem objevil rozšiřovači osvětlovači sady k legu. To jde, jo. Tak se děti snažím vždy zmanipulovat, aby si brali sety, kde by se mohl dokupit osvětlení. To jsem vůbec nevěděl, že je. Prostě nebudu dělat, že to není. Čau, Ultradisy, čau. Jak se vede celá milé, jsem neměl čas se na to připodívat. Já to zvládnu. Zvládám to zatím, Ultradisy. Těžce, ale zvládám. Doufám, že se máš dobře.
It seems an awfully violent response to a child wandering by. What were they trying to hide?
My thoughts exactly. It may be grasping at
Velmi moc krát děkuju za follow.
keep thinking that there might be something here that could lead me to
Pošli link do PMky.
Might be the only way to learn what type of magic harmed her, which could help me find a cure.
Perhaps you're right. The loyalists are everywhere, but they do seem to be spending a lot of time here, and it's likely they're hiding something.
And at Rookwood Castle. Shall we have a look around? They seem to have set up camp here for a specific reason. They have stations for everything.
Whose home was this?
Been abandoned long since I've lived here. Rumour was a Hogwarts professor lived here once, centuries ago. But that's all I ever heard.
Okidoki.
I've heard that goblin dig sites like these are popping up everywhere.
It's a wonder the Ministry isn't doing more. Revelio! Always armed and ready for a fight, Ranrock's loyalists.
It might be worth taking a closer look at the house itself.
Na Discordu by to nejlepší, když mi dáš PMku. A nebo klidně normálně do kecárny. Jako ostatním to určitě nebude vadit. Barbare, budu moc rád, děkuju.
This well looks familiar. Sebastian, I've seen this before. This house, the well, the view.
What do you mean? When?
Give me a moment. I'll explain in a second.
Jo, jasně.
Revelio. Sebastian, over here. Do you think that this was damaged by the fire the night that Anne was cursed?
Could be. But it looks to me as though this was intentional.
Sebastian, this house did belong to a Hogwarts professor hundreds of years ago.
Who? What do you...
I found a pensive that day in the restricted section with a memory that showed this house. There was a little girl and a drought. The keepers have shown me other memories as well. The girl became a Hogwarts professor. Her name was Isadora Morganach. She was one of the keepers.
The keepers? Like in Quidditch? And you found a pensive in the library? I'm not following you.
I realize it's a lot to take in. I'm not even sure I understand it all yet. And no, not like Quidditch. They call themselves keepers because they're protecting some type of knowledge. It has to do with the vault at Gringotts.
Let me see if I've got this straight. You have Ranrock and Rookwood after you because of something you found at Gringotts where you ended up via a port key. You can see traces of an ancient magic that you think Ranrock is trying to harness. And now you've been witnessing memories left by keepers. Oh, and this house belonged to a Hogwarts professor who was one of these non-Quidditch keepers hundreds of years ago.
Tak špatná scenaristika to znovu zopakovat ještě 3krát.
It is all a bit much, isn't it, when you put it like that? The point is, we both have good reason to search this house. You for answers about what happened to Anne, and me for answers about the keepers.
Look at this.
Someone piled this here for a reason. Is it blocking something?
Only one way to find out. Huh, a stairwell.
Revelio.
Let's go.
You ought to cut back on pudding. Mistook you for a troll the other day.
Okay.
Why bother blocking a stairwell?
There might be something here worth a closer look.
They've left all
Jasně.
of this simply strewn about.
Tady jsou ty
Tells
kytky, takže
me they're
musím
after
tohle.
something bigger.
Že jo, jo. Teď půjdou pryč.
Revelio. Lumos.
It is my second week in the camp. More arrive each day. The mug doctors and even some of our own healers are doing all that they can for them. The grief is palpable. The ones who have survived the plague are forever damaged by their losses. You may pass, the skin may mend, and but a devastating sorrow remains. I saw a man, much like my father, who had lost a child. I couldn't bear it. I longed to give him some shred of relief. I'm beginning to think that the others are wrong. I have the power to help these souls. It seems arbitrary not to help them, as it would be to rid them of their torment. Takže prostě náhodou s totální...
entry of Isadora's. I should hold on to this.
I traveled here to learn, but I long to help. My internal struggle is overwhelming. It's as though magic wants to heal, and I am the one preventing it from doing so. Should I lose hope? Will I forever regret not having done more?
Seems these journal entries are from Isadora's travels. Revelio.
I pak se máme k skale.
Lumos.
Už si dojezdil soutěž.
Revelio.
Tady si dalšího nevidím, já jsem se, jo, tam, jas.
Confringo.
Wow.
Revelio. Lumos.
Nic není. Pracovně jinak dobrý. Ano, minulou neděli jsme nejezdili. Okay.
You're not going to believe this. I can see the Undercroft.
What? A daydream? Because that happens to me too.
I know it sounds strange, but...
Honestly, nothing you say sounds strange to me anymore.
Fair enough. I can see the Undercroft through this stone wall, as though it's a window. This has happened before.
I'm listening.
I think it's to do with my ability to see traces of ancient magic.
But you said you didn't really
Congrats.
understand it, and that you couldn't wield it.
That's true. And I'm still not sure what it all means. What I do know is that my ability allows me to travel through these windows I see.
Wait. We could get straight to the Undercroft from here. Ominous will be flawed.
We can. But perhaps best not to tell anyone else about this for now. Even Ominous.
Understood.
Nový PC.
Well then,
Chápando.
invisible, secret, ancient magic passageway? Here we come.
Můžu se zeptat, jak
I'm
na tebe
tempted
tahle
to
hra
hold
celkově
my breath.
působí? Příběh a tak mi přijde, že až 2 možná bude ta dokonalá hra ze světa Harryho Pottera. Tohle je jen takový opatrný našlápnutí. No, maličko na tom něco bude, co říkáš, Maxi. Já jsem spokojený a já vlastně, já totiž mám pocit, že ta hra, její možná nějakou chyba, nebo to je, že se snaží cílit vlastně úplně na všechny. Tudíž není, jakože občas mi ta hra některýma hádankama nebo nějakýma vlastně dost banálníma, repetitivníma věcma připomíná, že to asi jakoby je pro děti, že by možná, kdyby to hrála třeba právě jako, nevím, moje 10letá dcera nebo maličko starší, třeba 13, 14, 15, tak to prostě jako ideálně pro ně. A pak jsou tam ale jakoby boje s bossama a podobné věci, takže vlastně jako nevím. Mám pocit, že se chtěli prostě zacílit úplně na všechny, co nejvíc toho zvládnou, že jo? A možná to je možná trošičku ten problém té hry. Mně přijde super story, přijde mi strašně dobrý ten svět a přijde mi vlastně, že fakt máte velkou radost z toho objevování toho světa, což vlastně vám poprvé v životě někdo dal, že jo? Jindy jste to nemohli prostě. Takže přesně ten fanservice, co píše Rošej, je prostě obrovský, je to fakt pecka. Mně to bohatě stačí, ale pokud se na to chceš dívat z nějakého, řekněme, jako kritického hlediska, tak je tam samozřejmě spousta takových věcí, které jsou udělané, protože fungují a moc se zatím daleko nepřemýšlelo. Tady je hrozně moc vykrádaček z jiných her, jako 1:1. Jako, mám pocit, že tady je polovina věcí vykradených z God of War, upřímně.
Why would the door lead us here?
Sebastian, look.
To jsme si předtím nevšimli, když jsme tady byli? Možná jiný vchod.
Why hide a triptych here?
Seems as if something's missing.
A note. Let's have a look.
Anything helpful in the note?
A rune symbol. I've seen similar symbols used by the keepers.
I've been thinking. A keeper lived in that house centuries ago, and Ranrock and his lot have been searching there. You said that goblins may be wielding some form of this ancient magic. Do you think Anne was cursed by ancient magic?
I can't be sure, of course, but I don't think so. I didn't see any traces of it around your sister.
Very well. But that doesn't mean it's not ancient magic. There's still so much we don't know about it.
True. Perhaps this triptych will lead us to answers.
Then we'll have to unravel what this all means. But now I need to see Ominous. Don't worry, I won't tell him anything. Did I mention that, apparently, Salazar Slytherin had a secret scriptorium here, in Hogwarts?
You did not? Sounds worth looking into. Any idea where in the castle?
No idea. Ominous just learned of it. I'll let you know what I find out. I had no idea our visit to Sian would unfold into all of this. My head's an utter mess. But I'm glad you told me everything you did. I'll be in touch. Till then.
Je taky pro mě hrozně velká záhada. Proč se tady proč se to vždycky musí jako claimovat? Proč mi to automaticky nedá? Jdeme za Deekem. To je ten u nás, že jo? Myslím v tom. To by mělo být. Tady jestli se napletu. Je to tak.
Deek.
Čágo!
Ah, Deek is so happy to see you. Deek noticed this bag in the room the other day. You must need it to help with your schoolwork. Deek has seen one of these before. Deek calls it a knapsack. Perfect for gathering and transporting beasts. Pleasant little breeze.
I have been thinking about something Professor Howard said in Beasts class, that I should study as many beasts as I can on my own time. She also mentioned that poachers have been active in the area. So, perhaps the beasts will be safer with us than out on their own.
Precisely what Deek was thinking. You see, The room knew exactly what you needed, and luckily, Deke can show you how to best use the knapsack and where.
Okay.
Come along then. Our first stop will be beyond the castle grounds. We can leave now, or you can come and find Deke when you're ready to go.
I'm ready to learn how to use the knapsack.
Perfect! Deke loves an outing.
Budeme chytat zvířata.
That was a dark time in Deke's life. Deke found himself in service of the cruelest wizard he ever met. A nasty poacher. Deke hated working for him. He did horrible things to beautiful beasts. Oh. It was during those days that Deke first saw a knapsack. It'll be nice to see one used for good.
Mohl zabít Pušskýna? Asi něco.
We have arrived. Deke enjoys coming here to watch the beasts, especially the potful of puffskeins nearby. It will be nice to keep them safe. All you will need to do is get close, direct the open knapsack toward the puffskein, and in it'll go.
All right.
Tak to zní docela dobře. To bych mohl zvládnout. Jo, takhle to je nespal slotu, aha. Už to vidím. To je hrozný. Rescue? Já nevím teda, jako já nejsem úplně odborník, jo, ale tohle bych nerad učil děti. Klasicky prostě si vezmou pak domů ježka a veverku a...
I managed to rescue a puffskein.
You can rescue as many as the knapsack will hold. Poachers capture puffskeins and, well, Deke isn't sure what they do with them. Deke is certain they will be safer with you. Now, not all beasts will be as simple to rescue as a puffskein. Deke suggests you next find a beast that can fly. A jobberknoll, perhaps.
All right. Where would I find one?
Deke knows of some to the west, nesting in a large tree overlooking Hogwarts. But we must be careful. Deke has seen poachers in the area recently. Deke will meet you there whenever you're ready.
Úplně v klidu. Úplně v klidu, Díku. Tyjo, to bych taky chtěl umět. Jo, já to vlastně umím, že jo. Let's go. Jaký z toho máte pocity vy, čete? Se mě ptáte mě, ale mě zajímá, jaký je to na čumendu. Nuďo, repetitivní, pohoda, je mi to jedno, neposlouchám tě, stejně tě mám na pozadí. Co říkáš, vůbec tě neslyším a tak? Jsem spadl, mám se rozsekal o kamení.
Hello, Deke.
Jednička.
Shall we continue?
Oh, good. Deke was worried about you, what with all the poachers in the area. Perhaps we should work quickly. The jobberknolls are just here, in this large tree. If it's helpful, Deke has seen Levioso used to slow flying beasts. Easier to get in close and use the knapsack.
What if I can't find any beasts in their usual habitat?
Beasts won't stray too far from their homes. Look nearby or simply wait a moment, and they should return.
Do you have any advice on how I can rescue more elusive beasts?
Levioso is not only helpful when rescuing flying beasts, it can also help rescue beasts that are generally hard to catch. Try using that spell the next time you encounter a small or otherwise elusive beast.
Dobrá.
would you mind talking a bit more about what it was like working for your former master?
Deek's master was not kind to beasts, or to Deek. He saw beasts only as a source of income, to be used for potion ingredients and labor, and Deek will not say more. But Deek is grateful to be at Hogwarts, where he can help care for beasts and make amends for the things his master made him do.
Then I shall go and rescue a Jobberknoll.
Good luck. Deek will be waiting.
Takže my potřebujeme vlastně takhle a pak takhle. OK, beru.
Levioso! There. I'm not going to hurt you.
Cool. To vše? Jo.
I rescued a Jobberknoll.
Deek hopes your Jobberknoll finds the knapsack nice and cozy. Poachers want them for their feathers, and are not kind when they gather them.
Are there any other beasts nearby?
Just one that Deek knows of, a herd of moon calves. They live in a clearing of trees up this footpath. Deek will see you there.
OK. Ještě, že mám to koště, tyjova. Jsem skoro stejně rychle jak Deek. Deeku bacha!
Hello, Deek. Is this the clearing you mentioned?
It is. Moon calves gather near the large tree with the spiral pattern in front, but only under the light of the moon. So, unfortunately, unless you have a way to hasten time, you might sometimes have to wait until nightfall to see them.
How did you end up at Hogwarts after working for your former master?
Deek's prior master had no family, so when he died, all of his house elves were relocated by the ministry. Deek was the most fortunate one, as Deek was sent to Hogwarts. Deek's friends were not as fortunate.
I shall go and find a moon calf then.
To byl první, co bych bral věcí, která v tom světě udělal. Osvobodil bych všechny skřítky. A hotovo. Kdyby taky mohl plíst drdy z uší, přesně. Počkáme si. A jdem na to.
Levioso! Accio!
Ne, ty vole.
Now, I'm only trying to help.
Dobře. Taky nej.
Levioso! Settle yourself. I mean you no harm.
Jako jsou roztomilí, jenom mám problém s tím slovem rescue. Jsem jedinej, čete?
It was a bit trickier than the others, but I have a moon calf now.
Another beast, safe and sound. Shame we didn't see the moon calves dancing. It's a marvelous sight. Deek supposes you're finished here. He'll be able to rescue many more beasts, but for now, let's bring the ones you've gathered back to the room.
All right.
Deek will meet you back in the room whenever you're ready.
Okay.
there you are. Now, we need to show the beast you rescued, their new home. But, not enough room to let them out here. Imagine all those beasts running amok. That wouldn't do at all. Perhaps if you focus on what your beasts need, the room will provide. What exactly did you think of?
Co už ty dcery přinese domů zvířátky, nebo to je zatím v kategorii našich můr? A... Zorinka ráda nosí domů šneky.
But what is it?
Deke isn't sure. Only one way to find out.
Ale jinak naštěstí nic většího. Okay, to je cool. Docela dost cool. Tak už chápu. Teď už věřím, že to je rescue. Do té doby jsem měl za sebe docela blbý pocit, ale...
It seems to be a place for your beasts to live, a vivarium of some sort. Oh, your beasts will be quite comfortable here.
Vivarium?
They'll live healthy, safe lives.
Kapsa.
Perhaps you want to release them.
Jako v
Let them see their new home.
Snad se nepožerou mezi sebou. Já rostou miloučky.
Deke thinks the vivarium will be a fitting new home for your beasts.
Indeed. I only hope we'll have enough space for all of them.
Deke hopes so too. But if you do run out of room, Madam Peck at Brood and Peck in Hogsmeade will help to find safe homes for them.
Any beasts that the room can't hold?
Yes, she's well known for helping to care for beasts in need, and she'll give you a fair price for them. Speaking of care, beasts that are well fed and groomed will provide you with valuable magical materials, such as puffskein hair, for example. If you gather some magical materials from your beasts, Deke can show you how to use them.
Very well. I shall let you know when I have some.
To je fakt prostě Tamagotchi velký takový. Jasně.
Wonderful.
Hudba. Ježiš. A takhle já se starám o zvířátka, čete. Musel jsem tu romantičku trošku rozbít. Strašně dostal. No, ogřej. Medium. Puskýn medium rare.
Hello, Deke. I have some questions for you.
To jsem nechtěl.
What do you need to know?
Nic.
Thank you. I'll get back to collecting materials.
Wonderful. Good luck.
Doufám, že doma nemáte mazlíčky. 24 hodin, ty krávo. No, papkej. Já musím takhle furt chytat jak ocas. Tak pojď ty sráči. Emperor, čau. Máme to. Taky jsme ty zvířátka podojili.
Now Deek can show you how to use them. First, you'll need to use this spellcraft to conjure an enchanted loom.
An enchanted loom?
Exactly. It will allow you to use your magical materials to weave magic into the very threads of your clothing, making your clothing more useful in a variety of ways. Why don't you try it? Deek thinks you'll be impressed with what the loom can do.
I'll go and experiment with the loom now.
Wow. To je dobrý, že to je bez loadingu, tyjo, tady to. To rozčumím. Tak. Co musíme udělat je loom. Samozřejmě, že žlutou. To doprostřed. Takhle je to cca v prostředku, ne? Dík je svobodný skřítek, nebo je to tvůj skřítek? Já myslím, že ty paní Weasleyový, ale jakoby je svobodnej, že mu dala svobodu. Nevím, já se v té svobodě tady těch skřítků úplně v tom světě nevyznám. Moje představa o svobodě je trošku jinde než těch skřítků, no. Okay. Trade an item of clothing. Upgrade an item of clothing. What the fuck, takže... Už to vidím jasně. Okay. Okay.
That came out nicely. I should show Deek.
Tak, mám hotovo. On si pořídil braille? Hustý. Tak ten je určitě svobodný. Já to nechci.
I'd like to ask you about changing the room's
beru zpět.
ambience.
Of
Chyba.
course. What sort of overall look most appeals to you?
Never mind.
Actually, perhaps another time. I use the enchanted loom, Deek.
Wonderful.
Will I be able to weave even more powerful magic into my clothing with the loom?
You will, by rescuing even more powerful beasts. For now, however, Deek suggests you explore the vivarium and get to know the beasts you've already rescued.
Can I use the loom to enhance any item of clothing?
The loom will only enhance clothing of a certain quality. Deek suspects you'll find more valuable clothing as you explore. Deek also knows that some of the shops in Hogsmeade can provide you with a variety of clothing for you to enhance.
Thank you for your help, Deek.
A já co jako vím, že děcka tyhle ty já můžu ještě vylepšovat i vizuál toho venku, to je cool. No, milujou tyhle věci, takže to si dokážu představit, že prostě pro ně musí být fakt pecka.
Meet me near the ruins of Falbaton Castle. After dark. Do not tell anyone.
Dobře. Jo, tamhle. Ten jsi nahoře, jo, dobrý. A asi přes den, že? To zase budu muset ležet a čekat. Ten pív je skvělý, ten mi úplně tak sere. Sráč, bych tě zabil hned, kdybych mohl.
Revelio.
Jasně. Meteory neexistujou, chápu. Sirdeny, čau čau, vítám tě tady. Jestli tě zajímá, jaký mám písíčko, dole pod streamem, já to nemám tady jako odkaz, a dole pod streamem máš několik buttonů, tak se můžeš mrknout, děkuji moc krát mimochodem za follow na YouTube, ať už je to, kdo je to. A mám radost, že vás nový video a začátek vlastně jako fáze na YouTube, mi furt něco lítá a to nemůžu. Kdy se budeme věnovat Rogue Traderovi, takže vás to zajímá, ale čau, no, dole je popisek. Mám dual stream, takže jsou tam dvě sestavy. Konečně jsem to dal dokupy, já jsem tady dlouho totiž neměl. To je taková vykladačka trochu sám doma. Asi skoro 1:1.
And your reading is The Dragon. That's exciting, I suppose. Perhaps you're due for an adventure.
Je John Williams. A jo, vlastně.
Ladies,
respekt, to mi vlastně docvaklo.
Astronomy is not divination. You won't find the mysteries of the cosmos charted out on your palms or at the bottom of your teacups. Alas, the heavens remain hazy to the starry-eyed. Now, if you were to devote yourselves to persistent and painstaking observation, you just might catch a glimpse. With that in mind, please take your telescopes. Tonight we will be on the observation deck.
No, protože jsem strašně moc Indů.
Still don't have your own? You can't be the new student forever, you know. You can share with Mr. Takar.
To byla to britská kolonie, to asi dává smysl, no.
Bring it into focus on your own.
Když to říká, není potřeba na Twitch, Twitch ti stejně sere Dony, Twitch ti to sebere pryč, takže je to zbytečný. Kdybych streamoval na YouTube, což teď prý některý streameři dělají, že to streamujou, protože můžou už nově to dávat na YouTube i na Twitch, tak bych to jako řešil. Ale jako jo,
Now I expect all of you to put in your stargazing hours outside of class. Is that clear?
But, Professor, it's freezing out.
Mere cold didn't stop the great stargazers of the past. Look only to the astronomy tables they erected throughout the Highlands, from which they gazed millennia ago on the very self-same stars above us. Is that clear?
A ta cool roubu se mi líbí.
Dismissed.
Oh, hello. I'm Amit. We met in potions class.
Jo.
I'm happy to report.
Se mi strašně líbí, jak se fakt jako tam pár postav jenom neustále se potkávají, je super.
Did I hear Professor Shaw say that you don't have your own telescope? I have a spare one.
Tak to asi stream PC moc nepotřebuješ. Tak děkuju. Tak já ho dneska vyhodím z okna. A už ho nebudu používat. Já ti nemůžu brát teleskop.
I can't do that, Amit. You might need it.
No, really, you can. And I won't. It's my old one. I finally got my hands on the new Celestia Contemplar. You've heard of it, I assume? I mean, of course you have.
Určitě.
It's only the pinnacle of all
ještě mi prosím řekni, co bych si měl koupit. Totiž jinak sám bych to nezvládnu.
Goblin cut glass, first-rate optical enchantments. Hate to think such a fine instrument is just collecting dust.
Well, thank you, Amit.
Think nothing of it. Anyway, the telescope's in the storage room right underneath us. You can't miss it. I have some, reading to finish on the lower deck. Come find me there afterwards, and bring the telescope. There's something I want to talk to you about.
A to je asi jakoby hrozně těžký zadání, jako udělat tuhletu hru jako akční, protože na co teď vlastně jako narážíme je, že je to furt takový, že se jako něco naučíte, oni vám řeknou, co máte dělat, pak jdete někoho zabít, pak zase se něco naučíte. A jo, fakt nevím, jakože teď to nekeruju, teď přemýšlím, že já sám nevím, jako jestli mám lepší řešení, no. Protože na jednu stranu je super, že ta hra postupně ukazuje furt nový a nový věci, to je fajn. A mám pocit, že je to hrozně repetitivní v tom, že prostě pak si vždycky musím odkroutit nějaký jako žvásty, co mám dělat s čím a co je nový. A pak teprve můžu dělat další věci, že to si říkám, jestli by vlastně nebylo lepší. Si říkám, jestli by nebylo fakt lepší, co na to prostě, ale to je risk, no, já chápu, oni nechtěli, ale jakože se na to vysrat a prostě to tam dát, ale jenom jako když chceš. A tady spousty věcí, co můžeš dělat v tomhle světě, ale k tomu hlavnímu příběhu nepotřebuješ. Mně jediné, co tam chybělo, byly nějaké důsledky rozhodnutí, co postava udělá a trochu víc rozdílů mezi kolejemi. Mezi kolejemi asi možná rozdíly, jo, důsledky ani nečekám, naštěstí Tory, takže to je v pohodě. Když jsem se chtěl zeptat na názor a mám stejný, no. Pubertě asi se taky furt jen učí, nebo chtějí někoho zabít. No to je problém, ale právě jakoby toho genialosi školy, že jo. Prostě. No, když jako Harry Potter prostě taky máte prostě pár záběrů ze školy, abyste si jako měl pocit, že se tam učí, ale pak tam většinu těch jako atraktivních věcí se samozřejmě řeší mimo školní dobu, že jo. No, přesně. Ježiš, aha, jdu blbě, pardon. On řekl vlastně tady, že jo, v jednom patře jsem vůl, nedávám pozor. Jasně. Počkej, nebyla tady stránka? Neletěla tady stránka někde? Ne, už jsem asi jenom zblblej.
Professor Shaw is just about as cold and distant as the bloody stars she wants us to chart. Not how I wanted to spend my evening.
Not sure what you can learn from the astronomy tables that you can't learn from a cup of tea leaves.
Máš tam nějaké mody? Vojto, čau. Nemám, protože to hraju na PSku. No, já jsem v modech takový docela skoupý. Teď jsem třeba udělal jedno video na mody, který bych doporučoval pro Baldur's Gate 3 a taky tam vlastně vyjmenovávám jenom mody, který čistě jenom zlepšují imerzi a zážitek z té hry a zjednodušují ovládání. Jakože ti usnadňují život během hry, ale nejsem fanoušik toho, že A to jsem jenom já. Nejsem fanoušek toho, že prostě najednou prostě si stáhnu mod, který mi dá do Barlavic metro. Když to mě docela bavilo. A prostě to jako najednou najednou je jinčí, že jo? Jo, tady si to musí vlastně zapálit.
This was his old telescope. Looks practically brand new.
A pristine night for stargazing. Do not let it be wasted.
Professor Shah, I'm interested in learning more about astronomy.
It is increasingly rare to find a student who seeks after things celestial of their own accord. But if you truly desire to chart the courses of the cosmos, you must rid your mind of the terrestrial babble of others.
Jo, tak to je jasný, že to je jako pro děcka.
Are not unlike blank star charts, you know? Empty canvases waiting to be inscribed.
To je totiž velký fanda Fast Travelu, že ho zrovna napadlo metro, to je pravda. Já bych ho nejčastěji využíval samozřejmě. Bych byl ten hráč, který by ho prakticky pořád používal.
Am I right in thinking you are unimpressed by divination?
Of the many other so-called disciplines taught here, divination is perhaps the most feeble, especially in its nonsensical practice of astrology. Do not confuse astronomy and astrology. One is concerned with mysteries stellar and lunar, the other is mere lunacy.
Okay.
You mentioned astronomy tables earlier in class. What were you talking about?
Long ago, devotees of the astral arts set up stone slabs across the countryside. They are ideal for studying constellations near and far. For centuries, wizards made use of these astronomy tables for stargazing. Sadly, they have since become mere monuments to the intrepid intellectual pursuits of a bygone epoch.
Thank you, Professor. I look forward to stargazing.
I am glad to hear it. Should be a stellar night for it.
Okay. Dole teda a mít. Fajn.
The perfect night for...
I have the telescope.
It's nicer
than I'd expected.
Dobrou chuť.
I would not offer a prospective stargazer a third-rate lunoscope. But there is, something else.
Yes, what is it?
You remember those astronomy tables Shaw was going on about? It just so happens I've been reading up on them a little myself. And it seems there may be one right here at Hogwarts. I believe we could use it to find hidden constellations.
And you need someone to help find it.
I do. Are you in? No one from the Gobstones Club will go with me. Said they'd rather get spit at by a stone than... Well, they are cowards. Let us get moving while the stars are still out. I'll show you how to use that telescope once we get there. I promise.
Okay.
No need to convince me. Let's get going.
Brilliant. You won't regret it. Shall we?
Že si o modu historically accurate Hogwarts? Ne, neslyšel. Co pak dělá?
The table is on a castle wall ahead. Look for a stone platform, something that doesn't quite belong. We'll know it when we see it. Onwards we go. Some say the locations of the tables were originally marked by centaurs for ritual stargazing. It is nice having a fellow stargazer to explore with.
Happy to be here. It is good to leave the classroom now and then.
It's not that creepy out here at night, is it? The Gobstones Club are cowards. Here I am, charging ahead. Why don't you lead the way?